Hello guys, I'm here with another live update. Probably there are gonna be a few more in the future because I'm still not in the mood to talk about perfumes and review them for you guys because this terror is going on in Ukraine for 7 days now, and this is absolutely insane that the world is watching how fascistic Russia is just terrorizing basically my home country Ukraine, because I stopped calling this war probably on the second or the third day when they started not only bombing the entire countries but actually the civil houses, hospitals, kindergartens and so on. So this is not war anymore because there are rules when you worship, and what they are doing is pure terrorism. It has been going on for 7 days now. Who else, how long it will go on? And yes, my heart is fully and absolutely with the Ukrainians. I'm trying to worship on the informational level because this is a huge part of their strategy, because Russian government is really zombieing, like turning their Russian nation, and I can't even call it that, I'll explain why in a second, but the government of Russia basically turns people into zombies. They are already zombies, and if you could only speak and understand what are they saying on the news, in the television, this is the country pure of lie. This is the country pure of shit. Everything there is absolute shit. And I know it might sound really rude to you, especially if you're from the West, because everybody here is so diplomatic and so liberal, you know, and democratic. But the thing is, you guys, if you know history, if you know Russian history in particular, there has been nothing good. And these people are basically slaves. But, you know, not like slaves like from Africa, let's say, okay, where like Western people came to Africa and just enslaved them, and people from there have been always fighting for their rights, fighting and still fighting till this day. And in Russia, they're just like, they are taking this slavery. They're all right with it. They know nothing else. They just don't know what freedom is. They're afraid of freedom. They really need, what they say, they need a strong hand, a firm hand to rule them. So these people are basically slaves, and you will never change their point of view. Because if we look at this psychologically, you guys, then it's very easy to basically explain why. So, you know, mothers who abandon their children, these children, they actually love their mothers. They just, if you actually agree with this abandonance, if you are like, okay, my mother is bad, it hurts you, and people don't want to be hurt, so they are trying to find excuses. And Russian people, if they, like, everyone now on social media is saying like, hopefully it will stop Putin and Russians will understand and go out to protest. Guys, this will never happen because of obvious reasons. These people are slaves. They are not only slaves, they are zombie slaves. This is even worse. And there has been nothing good in Russia. Never. Learn history, read history. And this is just the biggest piece of shit on earth. And it needs to be shut because it stinks everywhere on the whole world at the moment. And we don't like the stink, right? We want to smell great, don't we, guys? So that's basically what's happening with their country anyway. And you know what's probably sad, but for me it's not, because I have absolutely no mercy for those people. But they don't even realize it, and they actually don't care, because I don't know if you've ever been in Russia, but if you said, okay, there people live like gods, that's a paradise on earth, okay? They have strange government and strange rules and very strange mindset, but man, I really wanna live like them because that, you know, level is just really, really super high. And that's really not the truth. Their development is like, I don't know, maybe the Western countries 100 years ago. And the propaganda there, it's like insane. And they believe it. And they actually like it because they want to feel like they are better than the world. The USA is a huge enemy. United Kingdom is an enemy. The whole Western world is a big enemy to them and has always been. And this is just the mentality of people there. Once again, I have no mercy for them because they have access to the information. They have Facebook, they have internet, Instagram, stuff like that. But they rather listen to the television because there they hear what they want, that they are the best. And they are not. So why am I telling you this? Basically, on the 7th day of Russian terrorism in Ukraine, I'm sick of people who are talking to Russians that they need to do something. They will never do something. And in the end, once Putin fails, they fail, and they will beg, you know, they will beg for mercy. They will be like, we didn't know, we are not allowed. Like everyone who says they are not allowed to go out and protest, believe me, there are many countries where people are afraid to say something against their government. Let's talk about Ukraine, where all of this shit that Russia brought there is going on right now. So people in Ukraine didn't have better government than in Russia because government from Ukraine was actually set by Russia. And somehow people are not afraid. Somehow we always change our presidents, hoping for the best every time. And finally we got a real man that gets applauses from the world's biggest leaders who were so coward, who were so afraid of Putin that they fed him. They've been feeding him from the hand for 20 days, and this is the politics they've been following that brought us to the almost third world war that many people don't believe is going to happen. For me, it has already begun, but the thing is actually that it doesn't matter anymore because it's the 7th day once again, and Americans gave us to Putin thought that already the same night he'll be in Kiev pissing from I don't know where, skyscrapers, drinking champagne, thinking that he's the king of the world, and now he's sitting in bunker somewhere in Ural Mountains, panicking, and this is only the beginning. So I'm not saying that the world should panic. I really believe that USA and the whole West is much stronger than that sick maniac. But on the 7th day, some people who have been silent till now start to very, very carefully address this topic. And I really want to talk about it, guys, because silence is a choice. If you are silent about the crime, then you are actually a criminal too, because you help with your silence to commit this crime. I hope I'm clear, and I hope you understand what I mean. So let's say that me, for example, because I am such a patriot of my country, because I love Ukraine, because I always wanted that my country and Ukrainians live like real people and look away from that horrible Russia and really take example of the West, because Ukraine absolutely deserves to be a part of European Union, because Ukrainian people are awesome, and right now they are proving it to the entire world so bravely that everyone is absolutely blown by that. But anyway, you guys, from day one, I've been really active on my social media. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I do post a lot there, and in different languages, because I speak not only English, German, Russian, Ukrainian, I also speak Polish, and I try to really spread the news on different levels so I can actually achieve the biggest audience I can. So I've been really active there, and there is some helpful information how you can actually help besides donating, and thank you so much who has donated till this day. I'm still waiting for this stupid form so I can actually make a bank transfer, because I don't have a credit card, I only have a debit card, and it's not easy to send money to Europe from to Ukraine from it, because I was told Ukraine is not a part of European Union, and I was like, wait a minute, soon it's gonna be. But anyway, today I actually bought a lot of food and hygienic items, so I will bring it tomorrow to the station where they are collecting everything, the volunteers that will bring it to the Ukrainian borders with Romania and with Poland. So I will show you in a second everything. These are the bags with all possible things that I bought today, like food and baby food, Pampers, warm clothing. I'll bring everything away tomorrow and buy more. So 140 euros that you donated, I spent on this, and I really hope it will help those in need. But now I really want to talk about actually being active about this and spreading awareness to the Russian terrorism in Ukraine on social media, because Russia chose propaganda and this informational war along with the actual physical terrorism, bombing really like cities and everything that I've told you. Because if you follow the news, you probably have already seen what happened to Kharkiv, one of the biggest cities in Ukraine and the biggest square that we have in Ukraine, because they literally like bombed the big administrational house, I believe, there. And I mean, like, I don't want to make any parallels, but sometimes only 2 houses are enough, and sometimes the whole country is not. But anyway, you guys, let's talk about silence and how it's the choice and how it actually affects the crime. So from day one, I've been posting, I've been really active, spreading awareness, but since Russia thought that it will take only 1 day, since Americans thought that it will take only 2 days for Russia to fully occupy Ukraine, no one really took the situation seriously. And when Americans asked Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, if he and his family wants to be evacuated, he said, no, I want your military and financial and just help my country. I don't want to escape. I don't want to run away. I'm here with my nation. And that's for now. He's on all the magazine covers and everyone is really like applauding him. But there are people who haven't said anything. Of course, because why should we hurry, right? Let's first check who is winning, and then only then will actually say something. And like third, fourth day, and I've been really like, guys from the fragrance community, spread the news, it's important, bring the attention to this topic. The only person, the only one, I don't want to call, no, I will say it because he was the only one and he's my hero, Matt Malik from Malik Perfumes. I really enjoy a review on my channel and highly recommend you check out his fragrances because they are awesome. He, first of all, sent me a lot of money. The first day I was shocked, and actually he inspired me to film a video and ask you for donations. He is following the news and everything, but the rest, the fragrance community and the entire world, why should we say something? We are afraid of Putin. We'll wait first. Now it's the 7th day, and even those from the fragrance community, the brands that are in the tank, they start to post things. even when they do, guys, it's very important how you communicate, which words do you use, because you know, I've been calling Russians fascists from like day 2 or 3, and now the world is calling them fascists and making parallels with Hitler and stuff. I've been calling them terrorists since, I don't know, like yesterday or the day before. Now Zelensky is calling them that. So I'm predicting things like 2 days in advance. Actually, last weekend I told my mom, you won't believe it, but I said her, Mom, once Olympic Games are over, Putin will start war with Ukraine. And she was like, no. And I was like, why should he then gather all these troops, all the army on the borders? And she was like, yeah, just, you know, to make some noise, to panic, to bring panic to people so they are afraid. So basically, I am really predicting things. So I think the next thing is going to be that someone from his officers will kill Putin, or maybe from somewhere else, I hope, or he will die, or he will commit a suicide. I don't care. But I know that it's not going to be Russian folk that will go on the streets, protest, and actually and to actually change the situation, because they chose silence, and silence is a choice that helps to commit crime. So everyone who's in the fragrance community and is not addressing this doesn't care, and that's for I don't care either. I am very, very clear in my position, and when someone is addressing this topic, you really need to be clear what are you saying, because there are some brands, I have perfumes from them right here, who are writing, we are shocked that the fire hit Ukraine. And I was like, fire hit Ukraine? Who hit Ukraine with this fire? There was no word Russia in that post. And that's not normal, because we really need to understand who are criminals, what are they committing. We need to learn history and why things are happening and what can happen, what we can expect from people. Because what Ukrainians are doing are writing their history, and Ukrainians have very different history from Russians. So when people ask me abroad where I'm from and I say Ukraine and they dare to ask Russia, I could literally hit them right in the face, because we are not the same, and the world now is really learning why. So with that being said, even those brands in the tank are slowly starting to, you know, address that, help Ukrainians, blah blah, but they don't write how they can help. So go on my Instagram, I actually show you step by step. You can also donate money to me and I will send it to Ukraine. I have here a few brands that I like, that actually do something, not only write a post that is not even clear enough. So first of all, I discovered this brand on my vacation in Hamburg. It's called Manestin. I believe it's from Denmark, anyway, from the Scandinavia, and they have like accessoires. I really love this scrunchie, it's amazing, and I know that they donate almost like $250,000 from the sale to Ukraine. And this is the brand Ana Luisa. My entire jewelry is from Ana Luisa. I talk about it from time to time on my channel. I love these earrings and I have more, and they actually support refugees on the borders and stuff like that. So just in case you want to invest into pretty things, purchase from these brands, because they are actually, you know, showing the support. And I feel like fragrance community should too, because Netflix, banks, Disney, basically everything, air companies, they are banning Russia, and we should cancel Russia and Russians, because they are responsible for that crime. They are responsible for the fact that their government doesn't allow them to talk. They are responsible, and we all are responsible for our choices. And that is just how it is. That is the truth, and you know it. So I really encourage you not to be coward. I really encourage you to spread the awareness and there are like super big brands that are banning Russia, and Russia should be cancelled for super many years, because they should really realize with their sick brains what they've done, because they are committing a genocide. They are absolutely destroying the country, the neighbor country. They are killing civil people there, and just follow the news to understand what's going on in there, because this is the crime that leaves you speechless. It's happening in 2022, and we've already survived 2 world wars, and there is Chernobyl in Ukraine. So if people are afraid of nuclear weapon that Putin has, don't be, because Chernobyl is like 500 of Hiroshimas. So I will leave you with that. Please spread the awareness. Stay tuned for the next live update. I really wanna get back to you with some perfumes, but yes, I just don't know how I can talk about perfumes when there's something like that happening in Ukraine. Whew, guys, I'm really like losing my mind slowly. But Ukraine will win, of course, it will stand. We are proving that we are one of the coolest nations in the world. People are always like, oh, you know, like that. And what can I say? It's a pity, it's horrible. We need a war to prove something, that we are enough, that we are at least as good as you are. It's sad, it's bad, it shouldn't be like that, but apparently Ukrainians should go through that, because their entire life they've been treating like they are a third world country. What can I tell you? Hopefully it will all end soon. Hopefully Ukraine is going to be in the European nation, how do you say it, soon. Hopefully I'll be back with perfumes soon, guys. I haven't slept properly this week, and I can't complain, because what people are going through in Ukraine, how they unite, how they help, it's not only inspiring, it is fascinating. And I really hope that that feeling of how should I say, of unity will stay with them till the end. And I hope that there are already millionaires who are offering $1 million for Putin's head, and there are already organizations that are gathering $100 million to build a rocket that will send him to Juniper, because this is the biggest country and also a gas magnet. Yeah, jokes aside, it just can't be that because of the one sick man the whole world needs to suffer, because all these really strict and harsh sanctions, they are affecting world's economics too, and the world understands that, but they need to pay a price, because genocide is not fun. Yesterday they bombed the memorial where the victims of German Nazis, Jewish victims, were killed. They are buried there, and this is a huge memorial in Kiev, and it was bombed there. So basically Putin for these 7 days bet Hitler, because he is killing Jewish victims that suffered and died because of German Nazis for the second time. So if there are any Jewish people and you're not indifferent, or you're just not indifferent because you are a normal human being, then make a difference. Everyone can. You can donate, you can spread the news, you can go on the streets and protest, you can ban Russia, not buy anything from Russia, probably you won't even be able to buy from them soon. And please stay critical and aware of what's going on, and just don't do things because it's comfortable, and don't choose silence. Choose a side, but to be silent is just to be a silent criminal, and it's not okay. So I'm very strictly following how fragrance community is reacting to everything and what and how certain brands are saying things. Because you know me, you don't want to mess with me. I know I'm not the biggest influencer here, but I still have this platform and I'm very grateful for all of your support, guys. So I guess that was all from me today. Let me know which kind of video you would like me to film next, because it really helps me talk to you. Maybe I can incorporate some perfumes, maybe it will be like a vlog style of video. We'll see. But if you don't mind these live updates, then I sincerely hope that you can actually learn something from it, because I know that not everyone follows the news, and what's horrible, like I listen to German news and what they are saying there is not always good. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, like this video if you want, share it, and check out the description box. There you'll find a lot of helpful information how you can make a change, and we'll see each other in the next one. Slava Ukraini! Героям слава! Bye!